What if confidence could be the secret weapon that gives Amy Hunt an edge before she even steps onto the track? British sprint star Amy Hunt has attracted attention not only for her performances, but also for the confidence and personality she brings to competition. And now, an interesting question is being raised. Can looking and feeling your best actually improve an athlete's mindset? Could glam give Amy Hunt that extra mental boost when the pressure is at its highest? Today, we're taking a closer look. Amy Hunt has established herself as one of Britain's exciting sprint talents. And when you compete at the highest level, success is about much more than simply running fast. Behind every race is preparation. Behind every result is discipline. And behind every athlete is a mindset that can make a huge difference when the pressure arrives. That's why confidence is such an interesting part of Amy Hunt's story. For many athletes, competition day involves a carefully developed routine. They know what they want to eat, how they want to warm up, what music they want to listen to, and how they want to prepare mentally. And for some athletes, personal appearance can become part of that preparation too. This is where the idea of glam comes into the picture. At first, it might sound like something completely unrelated to sprinting. After all, a race is decided on the track. The stopwatch doesn't care about appearance. The finish line doesn't care about fashion. But the human mind is different. If an athlete feels confident, comfortable, and mentally prepared, that feeling can influence how they approach competition. For Amy Hunt, that could potentially become another small part of her overall race day routine. Imagine stepping onto the track surrounded by thousands of spectators, with cameras everywhere and some of the world's fastest athletes standing beside you. That environment can create enormous pressure. One small mistake at the start can change an entire race. There is no time to recover from hesitation. That's why athletes need to trust themselves. And confidence can help create that trust. Of course, it would be wrong to suggest that glam directly makes an athlete faster. Amy's speed comes from years of training, athletic ability, technical development, strength, conditioning, recovery, and competition experience. Those are the fundamentals. But the mental side of performance can complement all of that physical preparation. Think about it this way. If something helps an athlete feel more comfortable before competition, why wouldn't they use it? Elite athletes are constantly searching for small advantages. Some use visualization. Some listen to specific songs. Some follow strict warm-up routines. Others have particular habits before entering the competition area. These routines can create familiarity and help athletes focus on the job ahead. Personal style can work in a similar way. It can become part of an athlete's identity. And when athletes feel connected to who they are, that can potentially translate into greater confidence. For Amy Hunt, confidence could be especially important as she continues to face elite competition. The expectations surrounding major athletics events can be intense. Fans expect strong performances. Media attention increases. Every result is analyzed. And athletes know that their competitors have prepared just as hard. That's when mental strength becomes incredibly important. You can have all the physical ability in the world, but if you struggle to control nerves or pressure, performing at your best becomes much harder. That's why modern athletics is increasingly focused on the complete athlete. Speed matters. Strength matters. Technique matters. Recovery matters. But mindset matters too. And perhaps that's the real story behind the discussion surrounding Amy Hunt's glam and confidence. It isn't about suggesting that appearance can replace hard work. It's about recognizing that athletes are people. They have personalities. They have routines. They have different ways of building confidence. And what works for one athlete may not work for another. For Amy, feeling confident before a race could simply be one small part of a much bigger preparation process. And that small psychological boost might help her walk onto the track feeling ready rather than overwhelmed. But ultimately, the biggest test comes when the gun goes off. That's when preparation meets pressure. That's when confidence has to turn into execution. And that's when Amy Hunt has to rely on everything she has built through training. The fascinating part is that sprinting can be decided by incredibly small margins. A slightly better reaction, a stronger finish, a more controlled race. A few hundredths of a second can separate athletes at the highest level. So while glam itself isn't going to win a race, the confidence associated with it could potentially contribute to the mindset an athlete brings into competition. And that's why this conversation is more interesting than it might initially appear. It's not really about makeup, fashion, or appearance. It's about confidence. It's about feeling prepared. And it's about finding whatever helps an athlete enter competition with the strongest possible mindset. Amy Hunt's journey will continue to be about performance on the track. Her results will ultimately speak louder than anything else. But if her personal style helps her feel confident before those crucial moments, then perhaps it deserves to be viewed as part of her preparation rather than simply a cosmetic choice. Because in elite sport, every athlete is searching for an advantage. Some advantages are physical, some are technical, and some are psychological. For Amy Hunt, confidence could be one of those hidden factors that helps her perform at her best when the pressure is on. So, can glam really help Amy Hunt win? Not by itself. And that is where Amy Hunt's real test begins. So, what do you think? Can confidence and personal style genuinely give Amy Hunt a mental edge? Or does success in sprinting ultimately come down to training, technique, and raw speed? Fire! Let us know your opinion in the comments. And if you enjoy the latest stories, updates, and behind-the-scenes moments from the world of athletics, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, and stay with us for the next video. Because Amy Hunt's journey is far from over, and the next big performance could be just around the corner.